here with a man known only as the Postal Dude.
Yeah, I hate that fucking name.
Okay, do you have a real name?
I forget. Kids, don't do drugs.
Too much green health herb.
Or meth. Just kidding, kids. Do as I say, not as I do.
Okay. So, I've read that you were in paradise before it was completely devastated by the unsolved nuclear incident.
Yeah, due to an unfortunate subprime mortgage malfunction, I was forced to relocate to a much nicer neighborhood with my beautiful wife. I'd just been hired by one of America's premier video game companies. Management decided that I was overworked and needed a sabbatical.
Nothing personal, man, but you're fired.
I used the time to check some errands off my list. Got Gary Coleman's autograph, that was pretty sweet. Picked up some steaks, played with elephants, went to confession, and visited my dad's grave, because that's how I roll.
Speaking of religion, weren't you at the Church of Dave compound during the massacre?
Yeah, it was my Uncle Dave's birthday. I got him one of those bad touch crotchy figures. Those things were harder to get than strangle bait Elmo. Awesome party at Dave's until the man showed up. I'm pretty sure they had the wrong address. Anyway, it wasn't really a religious cult. More like a cheap scam for Dave to hook up with Christian chicks. Apparently they go nuts for the whole "I am the reincarnation of Jehovah, kneel down and watch me play a wicked guitar solo" thing. I was impressed. Anyway, after my unfortunate firearms accident, my beautiful wife left me. I was devastated. By then, the neighborhood was lousy with sewer Taliban, and the mad cow Tourette zombie epidemic broke out. So me and Champ decided it was time to get out of town. Besides, about 20 other games were set in cities called Paradise by now.
Right. So you were at the Paradise Municipal Bridge when the tragedy struck.
Well, I'm convinced there was some kind of miscalculation that caused an unexpected incident with the bridge.
Really? That's fascinating. What happened?
I kind of felt like my calling was elsewhere and decided it was time to move on. Plus, I had seen things. Horrible things. And, of course, there was that unfortunate nuclear deal that was totally not my fault. I mean, whoever it was might not have even known it was a nuke they were arming. Probably.
And Paradise was totally destroyed. Tragic. They still haven't found who caused that.
Really? That's awesomely horrible. What a shame.
And so you ended up in Catharsis, Arizona.
Yeah, my car was out of gas, unfortunately due to the global economic meltdown. You remember the global economic meltdown? Gas was retarded expensive. Luckily, one of the town's key industries was hiring, and I was perfectly qualified. Okay, champ, you wait out here. Hello, anyone home? I'm here about the temp job. Hello?
Good to meet you, kid. You're hired.
Apparently, it was the cold and flu season, and Ron's patrons were littering the floor with sticky Kleenex balls. Ron gave me the tools for the job, explained how to use the Alt-Fire button to suck up and store the nasty byproducts.
You bitches again. What the fuck?
Ron's establishment was besieged by a cadre of angry hockey mobs on a self-righteous mission to clean up the moral turpitude of Catharsis. But they had an Achilles heel, an intense aversion to sticky Kleenex wads. Maybe they were allergic. I pity their husbands. Ron strongly suggested that I launch some wads and drive those crazed MILFs out of his store.
Man, after that shit, I'll never be able to look at MILF Wrangler the same way again. From now on, it's strictly barely legal for me. Unfortunately, those bitches scared all the customers away, so I can't pay you. How about I just let you keep that fine piece of hardware and we call it even? Deal?
Can I have free porn instead? I happened upon some guy training another guy how to catch HIV-infected cats. Apparently, some sort of science experiment had gone awry in the previous game and rendered the local cat population a bit psychotic. Lucky for me, the trainee didn't have any aptitude for the job. Of course, I was grossly overqualified. But you know what a sucker I am for humanitarian causes. The guy warned me not to press Alt-Fire and accidentally snort the catnip, then sent me off to catch insano cats while he called his lawyer. What I didn't know was that the local Mexi sushi concern had dibs on the local cat population, and they didn't take too kindly to gaijin plundering their natural resources. But I really needed the cash. I mean, this was a cause that meant so much to me. There was no way I was letting the poor syphilis-infected kitties down. Unfortunately, upper management had just experienced a shake-up, and long story short, I once again failed to get paid. This was definitely beginning to feel like a theme. Somehow I found myself at a political rally. The mayor was giving some weird speech about homeland security, family values, and winning the war on drugs. I had just realized the mayor was the fucking porn shop guy without the ridiculous Mario disguise. Then Vince called with a hot job prospect.
Hey, dude, how's it going, pal? I've got a hot job for you. My head postal babe, Jennifer Walcott, is doing a promo at the mall. But a regular bodyguard got eaten by a feral cat this morning.
No problemo. Security's my mother's maiden name. Or at least it was a tattoo she had. And that's how I ended up running the security detail for Jen Walcott's autograph session.
Okay, so here's the deal. Your job is to watch my back while I mix with the locals. It's not rocket science or anything. And make sure you use this.
Got it.
It's important that nobody gets killed during this little event. So make sure any lethal weapons you brought along stay in your pants. You attack anyone with lethal force, the cops will arrive and pop a cap in your eye. If I don't do it first, do not fuck this up.
Okay, got it. Nobody dies. Hopefully.
They're here.
Slut. How dare you taint our beautiful mall with your foul conspiracy to objectify all women? It's your fault our husbands can't get it up without porn.
Right. That's why.
Your very existence is an affront to womanhood, you silicone injected.
Is there a problem, Ms. Walcott?
A plague. I
Let's smoke these
repudiate you.
bitches. Well, that was fun. Unfortunately, all the customers got scared off, so I can't afford to pay you. Go ahead and keep the taser and the shovel as a token of my appreciation, okay? You know you made this look so easy? I think maybe I'll get the other Postal babes together and start my own security service. See you later, dude.
She wants me. At this point, the only way I was going to get some scratch was to bend over and take a hot steaming payday loan. Imagine my surprise when there wasn't a crazy long line at the tellers. Finally, it was my lucky day. Until these asshats pissed all over it. The ecotologists were an extremist save-the-earth cult, sort of a zesty blend of PETA and Scientology. Anyway, they were apparently executing an armed fundraising drive. Surprisingly, the cops showed up within seconds and the whole thing instantly devolved into chaos. Clearly, I had a decision to make. If I chipped in and helped out the cops, maybe I'd get a reward and be famous. On the other hand, if I sided with the eco-zealots, I heard those granola chicks are animals in the sack. I knew I needed to make a story-altering choice, and fast. Then SWAT joined the party and things really got interesting. Then some psycho in a helicopter showed up late to the party.
You have a right to eat my .50 caliber. You have the right to explode.
Oh shit, now there's no one left alive to give me money. Fuck.
Yo, kids, Crotchy here. Sorry to interrupt all the irreverent social commentary.
That was topical like 6 years ago.
We have an important announcement concerning your behavior. After all, you don't want to be like Mr. Bungle.
Yeah, that bad sucks. Patton should have stayed with Fate no more.
Anyways, homie, pay close attention to the annoying new graphic that's been added to your HUD. This meter keeps track of how good or insane you are.
And cause we know your attention span is completely devastated by method porn, we made it real simple.
That's right, Larry. All you need to remember is lethal force pulls the meter toward insane. Non-lethal force pulls the meter towards good. If you complete a mission at 100% good, you get a story-altering choice to make. If not, then screw you. Continue to enjoy the shitty life that you made for yourself. You think I can?
What do I get for 100% insane, yo?
Nothing.
That sucks. Who designed this shit?
This important message has been brought to you by Crotchy's Toss Salad and Poem. It's health delicious for the whole family.
It keeps your bowels regular. Free cucumbers for the ladies.
I arrived at the ecotologist compound and met their leader, Al.
Hey, pal, nice to see you. Ready to pick up some apples? It doesn't pay for shit, but it builds character. Haha.
He proceeded to sell me on a swanky, high-level position in their organic produce operation. Good thing there were no survivors from Cashmart to identify me. Those guys would have been pretty pissed at me for shanking all their buddies in the previous mission. My new career in eco-friendly produce acquisition was cut short by the untimely appearance of Al-Qaeda.
This is it, my brothers. We stand upon the cusp of glorious destiny. In the name of Allah, we will wrest the wonderful Badger saw technology from the hands of our tree-hugging infidels. Go now, Destroy these Zionist vegans with fire and angry, vengeful stuff, and bask in the lamentations of their kittens. Jihad! And let me know how it goes. I'll be back at the soup kitchen. Today is minestrone day, and you know how the customers get if I open late. See ya!
The ecotologists put up a pretty good fight for a bunch of spindly, semi-gay tree worshippers. Sorry, I'm lying. They were getting pwned. It was clear they were going to need professional help.
Yeah, man, my killer bees are badass, and they hate terrorists. Watch this. Haha, just kidding. They hate everybody, so be careful to stay out of their way.
Al was really proud of his Africanized bee hybrids and showed me how to lob hives full of them at the bad guys. Then he handed me an armful of the things and buggered off to cower in his panic room. I knew it was up to me to rescue the smelly hippie terrorists from the smelly regular terrorists. Al was so happy that he gave me some beehives for the road. The tree-hugging bastard also forgot to pay me, probably due to all the green health herb they grow down there. Kids, stay in school. So I was no closer to securing that tank of gas. While I pondered my career possibilities, I managed to locate Champ. Unfortunately, the man was keeping him down with a bogus assault rap. He was clearly innocent, but the corrupt legal system sentenced us both to dog training school. Fortunately, there wasn't time for the session to get boring, as a contingent of Mexi sushi guys burst in. They seemed to be angry with the owner for keeping all the prime cuts for himself, whatever that meant. I didn't want to know.
Shit, we gotta speed up the program. Here, take this laser pen. Use it to direct Champ. Jesus, help me!
Oh shit, Champ, you asshole. Champ managed to get unfairly incarcerated again. This time it was bad. They said he'd be euthanized unless I bailed him out. More money I didn't have. Then Al appeared out of nowhere like some kind of gay Dracula. He'd seen everything and wanted to help. He didn't seem to recognize me from the earlier festivities. It probably had something to do with all the green health herb they were growing down at the compound. He said he had a stake in the local Thegway dealership and could get me a temp job. It appeared that some obnoxious frat guys were turning the town into a drunken Thegway destruction derby.
Those drunken pricks are tearing up my best Thegway, and they didn't pay. Get my shit back, and there's a reward in it for you.
The job was simple. Repo the motherfuckers.
Sorry, man. I invested all my money with Bernie Madoff, but here, have some free Thegway rental coupons. They're sweet.
I saw Mayor Chomo again. This time he was giving an oddly particular speech about his crusade against the Malaysian sex slave trade. Uncle Dave was there too.
Hey dude, meet me at City Hall later. The mayor's got a special secret job for you if you want it.
I needed cash if I was gonna save Champ, so yeah, I wanted it. It turned out our skeevy mayor had some presidential aspirations. He was doing a little house cleaning so as not to undermine the electable persona he was building.
Look, man, no excuses. That stupid ball sock mascot had better come through with the plutonium or he's going to get a vasectomy.
Easy, man. It's all good. Kay says he's taking possession of the stuff tomorrow. Shock and awe will occur after your big speech as planned. Then we partay in the repopulation bunker until the fallout settles. Oh, hey dude. Glad you could make it.
It seems Mayor Chomo was ironically in possession of one of those Malaysian slave boys he was ranting about in the previous cinematic. And it would be an embarrassing prospect if any paparazzi caught wind of it. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Slave boy? That guy's like 40 years old. Probably.
Well, I've had him for a while.
I decided not to ask about the creepy Gary Coleman mask. Anyway, the job was simple. Sneak the slave boy out of City Hall without any paparazzi getting pictures. Seemed easy enough, right?
I'm the only one left with pics of the 40-year-old slave boy. I'll be rich and buy all your mothers and make them bake me pie. Nothing can stop me now. Hey, where's the door lock?
Go, little 40-year-old slave boy. Be free.
You fucking moron. Do you have any idea how much it's going to cost to cover up all these dead paparazzi?
The mayor seemed unhappy. So that was all a wash. No money, and now I didn't even know where Champ was.
Mr. Dude.
But it turned out the mayor's hot secretary was a spy for the ecotologists. She said the city pound routinely sold all their animals to the evil Luscious Cosmetics lab. They'd been planning to rescue all the little vivisected kitties and monkeys, but needed an inside man to pull it off. I knew just the guy. I easily landed a cush job in the research division at the evil Luscious Cosmetics lab. That whole semester at DeVry really paid off. While one of the other science jagoffs impressed his little nerd friends with some kind of remote control monkey, I opened a side door and let my new ecotologist friends come in and play. They began liberating the oppressed lab animals to create a diversion while I searched for the Champ. There's that jagoff with a remote control helper monkey. Why don't I have a remote control helper monkey? Clearly, I'd scored a victory against the industrial science torture complex and exposed their unethical socialist animal death panels to the world. Sure is a nice day, eh, champ? I'm feeling like things are finally going our way.
Yo, Cracker Barrel, you look like you need a payday loan, motherfucker. Give me your money, fool, and have a nice motherfucking day.
You clearly don't understand how payday loans work.
What I understand is that today is payday. Therefore, you got to pay me. If you want, you can give me your teeth as a fucking down payment, fool. Then I'll come find you next week, and I'll take that paycheck, too.
Okay, I guess you understand exactly how payday loans work.
Ah, shit! Joe, foul bees off me, man. Christ help me, Jesus. I'm gonna die. Mama!
Damn it, champ, not again.
Okay, let's move on to your first encounter with Osama. How did you meet him, and what the hell was he doing in Catharsis?
Good question. Here's how it went down. Hello? I'm kind of busy right now.
You can't be too busy for this. I've got another gig for you, man. Our delivery guy got whacked by a fucking badger this morning. He was supposed to deliver some kids' meal toys to Crotchy over at his new tossed salad concern. I'd consider it a personal favor if you head over to Talibanigan's soup kitchen and pick them up for me.
Okay, I think Talibanigan's is around here somewhere. I'll go check it out. Later. So get this, Osama was semi-retired on a Halliburton pension, running this dirtbag little soup kitchen. It seemed odd that Crotchy was getting his Happy Meal toys from Al-Qaeda, but then it was also odd that a cartoon scrotum was selling tossed salad. Who am I to judge?
No soup for you, infidel. Ah, hello. You must be the courier for the toys. Come on in, man. Before you go, I need to show you something. See, these toys are hecho in Mexico. You know what I mean? They're all made out of lead and garbage and shit. So you need to be extra careful not to drop them because the children will cry, you know?
Whoa, yeah, I wouldn't want that to happen.
Right, okay, so take these to my bro Crotchy and do not stop for anything or no virgins for you.
I get virgins?
Oh, wait, no. Sorry. As an infidel, you go straight into the eternal tar pit. But don't be sad. Here, you can borrow my personal Segway. It's rad pimp, yo. President Cheney gave me that.
Thanks.
It looks like the terror monkeys have switched couriers on us. No biggie. He don't look very badass to me. He's gonna go down hard and fast. We gotta snatch that payload before he reaches the tossed salad.
The squid has bukkakied Sailor Moon. I repeat, the squid has bukkakied Sailor Moon. Let's collect those toys and hear the lamentations of the women on eBay.
Mission accomplished. Unfortunately, I was so nervous about getting out of there before the cocksuit noticed the box was empty that I forgot to get paid. Then I got another call from Uncle Dave. He was laying in supplies for his post-apocalypse repopulation bunker and wanted me to head into Mexico to pick up some Viagra. So there I was in sunny Mexico. Due to the U.S. economic downturn, the place was crawling with Americans. They were jumping the fence by the truckload. And here I thought I was going to stand out. Now I just had to find La Farmacia. Juan, the helpful pharmacist, informed me that because our economy was pretty much jorked, the dollar was worthless, and La Farmacia would only accept pesos. As usual, I was stuck trying to find some quick employment. Out of nowhere, this guy comes up and offers me a job. Mexico's awesome. Seemed easy enough in theory. I just suck him up with the shop vac and shoot him over, right? No problemo.
What is that asshole doing?
Oh, that's an old drug smuggler's trick. Those footballs are probably full of Raccoon City gold.
What? Nobody runs drugs without my say-so. I'm the boss of that. Tell your men to stop that backstabbing piece of shit.
I was so psyched up about taking out all those corrupt officials single-handed that I threw a little party in my honor. Unfortunately, no one warned me not to swallow the worm. So I woke up in jail, apparently deported from Mexico as I slept. As I pondered my snot and pubes-infested breakfast, I was propositioned by some ecologists for an escort mission. Unfortunately, due to my severe ADD, I totally failed to come up with a cunning distraction. But I did notice the Al-Qaeda guys in the corner always seemed so unhappy. I drew a funny cartoon of Muhammad and Jesus with a hooker and a donkey to cheer them up, but I don't think they got the joke. In the ensuing riot, I was reunited with my shop vac and Al. Al was quite happy with my escort service and gave me some swell cats. Now that I was free, I could get back to finding Champ and getting the fuck out of Crazy Town. But I was a fugitive now. I needed a disguise, and I knew just where to find one. So, after all my fucked up life choices, I was kind of a fugitive. I figured I could search for Champ more easily if I had a disguise. And I knew exactly where to get one. I mean, Crotchy was like my BFF, right? I knew he'd help me out. Hey, giant ballsack guy, can I borrow your swank costume? It's really important, I swear.
The fuck you talking about, cornflakes? Nobody touches the suit.
Fine, we'll do it your way.
Yo, Turner! Free action figures for anybody who helps me serve this chump.
You dick. Obviously, the crotch man forgot how this tango went down in the last game. I'd barely gotten the stinky ball suit on when the teabag's phone rang. It was the gay rodeo pit boss calling to remind Crotchy he was late for the rodeo. All the little gay children would cry if Kay didn't show. Plus, it was a paying gig, so the hunt for Champ would have to wait.
Ooh, I love the rodeo.
Yeah, it was swell.
Okay, village people, cowboy. This is what you'll be barebacking today. I couldn't find any bulls, but I got you something better.
Ooh, interesting. There's definitely something I like about it, but I can't put my finger in it. Okay, little oppressed cow brother, you're gonna wage animal jihad on behalf of all your little oppressed bovine friends with the help of a little methamphetamine. Guys, we'll need a distraction while I prepare our little friend for battle.
Hey, mascot, you're late. Your job is to amuse the kids and clean up the shit and condoms, and no kids showed up today. So get to it, scrotum.
Have a crotchy fucking day. So it turned out the main duties of the rodeo mascot was to pick up cow and homo droppings. Since there were no cattle in sight, I tried not to think about where all the feces were coming from. Oh no, not again. I guess I should choose a side. Decisions. The ecotologist had whacked the rhino up with enough meth for an entire elementary school. It was Gonzo Shitballs Berserker, and it had a sweet tooth for the pit boss. I knew if I wanted to get paid, I'd have to save his fat ass. I noticed it couldn't turn too quickly and figured maybe I could piss it off and make it run into stuff until it got tired and peacefully fell asleep. So, the pit boss reveals he's really the mayor in another shitty disguise. Anyway, he lost his wallet in the chaos and can't pay.
That ballsack didn't transfer the plutonium, but I've successfully infiltrated the mayor's operation. We'll finish the scenario in his speech later today. My gang's running security at the event. What? What's so funny? No, what happened at Altamont?
I was starting to get a little depressed. I'd been walking around in that sweaty fucking crotchy suit all day and still no sign of the champ. Trust me, you do not want to know what the inside of that suit smelled like. But then I almost stepped in a huge pile of dog shit full of that fake payday loan guy's bling. Champ had left me a breadcrumb trail. The trail of poo ended at the secret passage to an underground lair. I wasn't surprised at all to discover that the Mexi Sushi Boys were involved. Sayonara, rancid fucking scrotum suit. Aloha, rancid fucking sewer level. I better not see any crates down here, or I swear some level designer's gonna get shanked. The Mexi Sushi dirtbags were storing their secret ingredients down there. I could hear someone talking and discovered our old friend Al was secretly the owner of the place. The double-dealing bastard was actually reselling the cosmetics lab its own liberated test animals. But I wasn't the only one annoyed at this cheesy plot twist. Champ was apparently running his own rescue mission. Escaped and our retreat was blocked. But it didn't matter. Champ had more friends that needed rescuing. Champ and I emerged victorious from the smelly underbelly of Old Catharsis. Dozens of half-maned little kitties and monkeys in our wake. Yo, Crotchy phone.
Crotchy, where the fuck is the mayor's plutonium shipment? You wouldn't like him when he's mad.
Plutonium? What you talking about? Plutonium?
Dude, is that you?
Hey, Dave. Crotchy is indisposed at the moment. Can I help you?
Those toys, you know. The glowy Crotchy figures that explode on contact? They're filled with plutonium. Can you bring them to me? There's cash money in it for you.
Oh, yeah. Like hell I was going to give away my favorite... it would have been immoral to allow an obvious madman to get his hands on weapons-grade plutonium. So I decided to improvise. All right, that plutonium. I'll bring it right over, man. Okay, so now things get complicated. I arrived at Uncle Dave's theme park and delivered the plutonium.
Wow, I didn't think plutonium would look so much like a bottle of piss.
Dave was so happy he hired me to run the visuals for the mayor's big presidential announcement. But some idiot mixed up the tapes, and I accidentally ran a somewhat compromising piece of video. It featured, among other things, the mayor and Dave performing illicit acts with his 40-year-old Malaysian slave boy and a rhino.
There's been a terrible mistake. That video is a plot by the elite liberal
I guess Dave thought he was going to arm his homebrew nuke before the hockey moms got him, but that didn't really work out.
Endless hockey moms, like a plague of infidel
We're
zombies.
boned. What are we gonna do, David Einstein?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drink this fucking plutonium before those bitches tear my dick off. What the fuck?
Stupid infidel. Now all our dicks are forfeit.
And so, having battled heroically for justice, liberty, and all the little kittens and retards, I emerged from that shithole victorious. And of course, by now, everyone knows the reception I got. Irony is a bitch.
Wow. I am at a loss for words, Mr. Dude.
I know. It's tragic. A heartbreaking tale of injustice.
Actually, according to our records, it's also pretty much complete bullshit, Mr. Dude.
Crap. Well, I had to try.
I suppose. Obviously, I have no choice but to send you to your very just and quite eternal damnation. Sorry, I'd say better luck next time, but we don't believe in that Buddhist shit.